Good morning, everyone. I'm Nicole Trom for Lee Health, and we're coming live this morning with our morning meditation. This morning, I entitled this Letting Go of Self-Judgment in the New Year, and I think it's a really important thing as we move into this new year to think about those ways that we're judging ourselves, that we're holding up these unrealistic expectations, and then letting them go. Especially as we come into meditation, we start to come back to those things and we realize we can't live up to them, and then we beat ourselves up. And that's where meditation becomes really kind of murky and weird and uncomfortable. So as we move through today, we're going to move through the body, the heart, the mind, thinking about where we have that self-judgment, where we're putting it on ourselves, and then see if we can let it go and see what changes and what shifts. And this is a really important practice, especially as we come into a new time, allowing yourself that space to really be more loving, more kind, more compassionate, starting with yourself, and then allowing it to move to other places. And I think it's really important right now, just with everything that is going on in our world, thinking about that self-love and compassion to yourself so that it can flow unto others. So take a moment here to sit up nice and tall, and let's take a little bit of a stretch. So just bringing your arms up in a big V or out in a T, turning your head side to side, letting yourself breathe in and out, nice and full, breathing into your chest, into your belly. That's it. You can bring your arms up, grab your right wrist with your left hand, bring it over to the right. You can look up to the left, just breathing and stretching. And then coming back, and we'll switch. So left wrist, right hand, bring it over to the right this time. Looking up towards your left elbow, letting yourself breathe and stretch into your side body. Good. And then come all the way back out. And we'll just come in and do a couple of circles here, moving into your body, letting yourself start to settle so that as we turn within, you can actually let yourself focus. Feeling your body start to release. You may notice right now some of those parts of your body that feel tight. Maybe they feel kind of cranky. And this is where that self-judgment comes in. We go, oh, I wish I didn't feel like that. Oh, I wish I worked out more and that helped, right? Or something. We give ourselves these ultimatums or these expectations. So let yourself notice when you're doing that and where you're doing that. You can change your direction here and just let it start to soften a little. Becoming mindful of how you view yourself, the things that you say to yourself. That's all self-judgment. Good. And then coming back to recenter, let's roll the shoulders back as you inhale, lifting your chest. Exhale and round, pulling your belly in. So lifting up, shoulders back, exhaling as you round forward. Let's do 3 more like that. Feeling your body filling up with breath and then emptying back out. Perfect. And then this time as you come in, bring your elbows back. Squeeze your elbows back here. Keep pressing them back. Squeeze and squeeze. Elbows are about shoulder height here. That's it. And then keep them squeezing back, and we're just going to twist to the right and to the left, releasing some of that tension. And as you do, you can start to release the self-judgment, right? Our breath, our connection to our body, it's a way in which we can let go of those expectations and really accept what we have. Giving yourself that movement. Let's do 1 more time to each side. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. And then coming back through center, let's take a comfortable seat. So as you sit up nice and tall, you can sit however is comfortable here. I'm going to sit cross-legged. And give yourself a moment or two to just start to feel out your body. So rock your weight side to side. Feeling your energy releasing down, feeling your hips relaxing down. Starting to breathe a little deeper, feeling yourself as you inhale and fill up with breath. So maybe feeling it in your chest or your ribs or even your belly. And then you can shift your weight forward and back. And again, just start to notice where you're feeling things this morning in your body, where you feel your breath, the rise and fall of it. Good. And then as you come back through center, now just start to settle in, rolling the shoulders back a few times. Giving yourself that space to soften even here. Full deep breaths in and out, maybe breathing through your nose as you inhale and out through your nose or your mouth as you exhale. Good. And then coming in and just starting to notice your breath. So we'll just start with a gentle awareness of the breath. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly, and just begin to feel yourself filling up as you inhale. As you exhale, empty back out. Inhaling, feeling everything filling up underneath your hands. Emptying out as you soften, as you release. Good. 2 more like that. Maybe even letting out a little sound, a little sigh. And then coming back to a more natural breath, you can continue with the in through the nose and out through the mouth. You can even keep a hand on your belly or your chest. We're going to start with our eyes open today, just noticing what's around us. So just start by, without moving your head, without moving your eyes much, just begin to notice what's in front of you. Softening your eyes, softening your gaze, noticing what's to your left and to your right. Maybe starting to notice the quality of the light in the room, whether you have a lamp on or maybe you're sitting in darkness and maybe just the screen is lit up. Notice where you are in the room, where the walls are, how far the floor is, how far the ceiling is from your head. And then begin to notice where the windows are and where the doors are. We get ourselves into a state of relaxation by allowing ourselves to trust where we are and what we have. So as you notice those things around you, you start to build this reliance on your space. Then you can close your eyes and start to turn within a little bit more. So here, as you close your eyes, remembering where all those things are, where the doors are, where the windows are, where you are in your room, the quality of the light. But then beginning to notice the more subtle qualities of being in the room, noticing the way that the air feels on your body. Noticing the way your breath feels in your nose, in your throat. The way that your chest rises and falls. And how you can start to settle into your body, maybe rolling the shoulders back again, leaning back in your chair, feeling the support underneath you. Feeling your body start to relax down. And then coming back and noticing the flow of your breath, the flow of the inhale and the flow of the exhale. Becoming a little bit more acquainted with that flow of your breath, with what it feels like in your body today. And then begin to notice your thoughts. Notice where your mind wants to go. Maybe it's going towards what you have to do after this, or what you're doing this weekend, or maybe your mind's even going to what's been going on in the last few days. I won't even say the last few months, just the last few days have been heavy. So instead of adding that judgment, and this is where that self-judgment comes in, acknowledge those thoughts. Acknowledge those feelings, the anxiety, tension, stress, sadness, maybe the elation. And then continue with your breath, letting them go. Acknowledging and observing, and then releasing and feeling, continuing to move. Coming back to your breath again, notice that inhale and notice the exhale. Allowing yourself now to start to check in with the body. Notice where your mind goes as you check in with your body. Maybe it goes towards a part of the body that feels tight or feels a little out of place. Notice the self-judgment as it rises up. Acknowledge it, and then allow it to release. Bring your hands to your belly, feeling yourself in your physical body, feeling the breath as it moves down into your belly and you inhale, as it softens and you exhale, letting go of that self-judgment against your body, against your physical being. Letting yourself have space to just explore letting go and what that means and how that feels. And then we're going to bring our hands to our heart. So you can bring one or both of your hands to your heart center. Coming back and noticing now the place of the breath as you inhale and exhale. Feeling yourself as you expand and you soften. And then begin to notice your emotions. Maybe you're one of those people like me that beat yourself up for emotions when you feel too excited or too sad or too blah. So notice where you're at emotionally right now. Wherever you're at, let yourself feel those emotions. Know that they're normal, that they're part of being human. And then once you acknowledge them, once you let yourself feel them, you can let yourself start to move through them. Maybe letting them go or carrying the ones with you that you need. Feeling your breath as it moves in, allowing yourself to settle in your physical body and in your emotional body. And then bringing a hand to your third eye, so that place right between the eyebrows, just a little bit above that space. And with your eyes closed, allow yourself to check in to your mind, into your intuition, into that inner working, another place where we hold self-judgment. As the thoughts come up, it's easy to judge them and to beat yourself up over them. Instead, allow yourself to listen, to observe, to notice and receive. Letting go of that self-judgment. Allowing yourself to just notice the thoughts that come up. What do they mean? What are they pointing to? And then once you observe it, then you can let it go. Coming back again to your breath, noticing your inhale and your exhale. Just giving yourself these last few moments to be settled in your body, settled in your emotions, settled in your mind. Remembering that as different things come up, we acknowledge them, we observe them, and then we let them go. Letting yourself breathe. Noticing how you can start to relax into your body a little more. The shoulders rolling back. Your neck and your jaw releasing. Finding freedom in the here and now. In this body and in this breath. And with your next exhale, you can let your mind go wherever it wants to go. Bringing in a little movement to your fingers, to your toes, maybe stretching out your arms, your legs. And then bringing your hands back in front of your heart. We honor this practice. We honor each other, and for your courageousness we bow. Namaste. Thanks again. This has been Nicole Tron for Lee Health. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon. Bye, everybody.